Miami Dolphins limp all the way west this week, hoping the Skylar is the limit. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Is that right? They are in Seattle taking on the division-leading 2-0 Seahawks.
Dixon places it down, and the Seattle Seahawks go to 2-0.
If Mike McDonald keeps it up, City of Seattle is going to trade in Nirvana for some Yachtly crew. Hawks may have only put up 23 points over 4.5 quarters last week, but their crew comes in fine form. On the mic, Geno Smith went for over 325 yards, rating over 100 TD, no picks.
Smith sets, fires downfield, wide open, Metcalf, touchdown!
Geno took 3 sacks. Their line only tagged for 1.5 of those, so they come in off a nice enough outing. Dolphins pass defense, Geno faces. So far, not a lot of yards allowed in either game, but they didn't play Josh Allen great last week. He just didn't have to throw much, rating allowed over 100.
He gets caught up in the traffic right there. What a great call by Joe Brady as a man beater there.
Cornerback Jalen Ramsey 2 weeks in a row has allowed a big pass play, one on a flag, last week on a catch. This week he gets DK. Metcalf went for over 125 yards and a TD versus New England.
Just never ceases to amaze me how athletic DK Metcalf is.
Tyler Lockett just 15 yards in their most recent win. Jackson Smith-Njigba, however, joined DK in the triple-digit club, comes off a 117-yard, 12-catch performance.
Go down in 4. Smith to the outside, first down and more. Across midfield and finally taken down inside the 45 is Smith-Njigba.
Smith and his line have a deep pass rush to deal with. Calais Campbell, Zach Sealer, Jalen Phillips, Chop Robinson, Emmanuel Ogbah. But Miami's pass rush comes in off a homer delight, not the afternoon variety. 0 sacks on 19 pass attempts, and their front 7 didn't play James Cook well. Gave up over 7 yards per carry, TD of both varieties allowed to him.
Takes a poor angle, and then that's just speed.
Seattle had to go without Kenneth Walker last week, oblique injury, so track his status. Zach Charbonnet filled in, 31 receiving yards, 38 rushing yards, and a TD at least.
Here is Charbonnet, and Charbonnet is in for a Seattle touchdown.
Dolphins offense has to hope Skylar Thompson can keep them competitive. Tua is out again. Tagovailoa getting knocked out of last week's game with another concussion, and he didn't fare well prior, having thrown 3 interceptions.
So Tua under pressure trying to throw it away, not far enough.
So they turned to Thompson for this one, 73 yards last week, sub-75 rating and release.
Thompson, he slips and down he goes.
That was one of 2 sacks Miami's O-line gave up on 39 pass attempts, though. Skylar has those receivers, but they come in cold. Tyreek Hill just 24 yards versus Buffalo. Maybe he listened to too much Sammy Hagar before the game.
Look at the head start. He's anticipating the shot, so he is 5, maybe 7 yards out in front.
I can't drive. No. Jalen Waddle at least caught all 4 of his targets, just 41 yards.
Looks downfield, doesn't even hesitate to get that ball to Jalen Waddle, and they're moving that ball in front of those safeties right down the field.
Tight end Jonnu Smith, 50-plus yards. Skylar does not take on an easy secondary in this one, though the one guy that Seattle did give up big numbers to last week was a tight end, over 100 yards allowed to Hunter Henry.
Scrambles out of the pocket, and there's Hunter Henry again, getting open for him.
But cornerbacks Reek Woolen, Trey Brown, Devin Witherspoon had no issues with Jacoby Brissett and his wideouts, held him to 149 yards, just 5.5 yards per attempt.
Wrapped up, gets rid of it as he was brought to the ground.
Thompson also dealing with a good pass rush. Rookie Byron Murphy had a half sack last week. Leonard Williams, 1.5 bags. Boye Mafe with 1. He's had 1 in each game so far.
I want to see them finish plays. I want to see them start fast and have that type of relentless effort. That's a great job by Boye Mafe.
The lone offensive player for Miami who comes in feeling it, running back Devon Achane, scored through the air along with 69 yards.
Tua under pressure, flips it to the outside, and Achane is there. And Achane walks into the end zone.
He also ran for 96 yards on 4.4 a carry. Seattle's defensive blind spot versus New England, aside from the tight end position, stopping the run. They gave up 185 yards to New England, 5.1 a run, and touchdown.
I think he has a tackle. Okay, he breaks that one. But then he breaks 3 more tackles on his way to a long gain.
Seahawks 6-10 all-time versus Miami. First time they ever met, 1977 in Miami. Dolphins 31-13 winners. The Sheriff of Nottingham with 2 TDs. Don, I think they called him.